Sailing Spinnaker. Naglalayag na Spinnaker. It's Filipino. Finally on the water. Sailing Spinnaker, no less. So I'm going to go through a small, short tutorial, or at least a short video of Sailing Spinnaker. For those sort of new to Spinnaker flying, it's a little bit tricky, and it's easier when there's a decent amount of wind. Right now, we're sailing at about 4 to 5 knots, maybe even less, maybe sometimes down to 3. It's very important that you're easy on the sheets when you're sailing Spinnaker in light wind. You can see here the pole kind of likes to wander, and I'm not jerking it back and forth. I'm just nice and easy shooting it in, letting the sail come back, letting the pole move forward. This is done only with 2 of us. With a person on the foredeck, that person can pull the pole forward. But as you can see, it's not too hard to just ease the sheets and pull the sheets in. I'm gonna get ready for a jibe here. And don't do what I'm doing. it's okay because it's a light breeze, but I'm trying to show Tammy here what to do, and the boom kind of comes across on me. So she's got the sheets in one hand, and this is with the skipper, so it's only 2 people. So she's holding the sheets with both hands, keeping it flying through the jibe, and it's easier with a little bit of wind. I unclip the mast point, clip it onto the new guy, and then onto the mast. It's important, whoever is doing the pole, not to remove the old sheet from the pole. You unhook it from the mast first, clip it onto the new guy, move the pole across, then disconnect the old sheet, and that end goes onto the mast. We headed up a little bit here, and our speed increased. There was a little bit extra wind. As you can see, I jumped onto the port side, and the boat heels over a little bit. So reaching, you go faster, but you travel farther if you're trying to go windward leeward. Nice and easy on the sheets. I've let the guy out. In this case, the guy is on the starboard side, and I've let it out because we're reaching. You want the spinnaker to be perpendicular to the wind at all times. So because the wind is sort of coming from the quarter, the back the back right side, this is why I'm doing it. And now we're getting ready to bear off a little bit more. We're trying to make that that leeward mark. Back at the work after, it never ends. But getting there. Grinding more gel coat off the port side for the new support. Here's the new support. I'm using an oscillating tool. It's so easy to use this thing. It takes a little bit longer than a saw, but it's much more accurate and it's much cleaner. Because the bunk supports are not perfectly straight, perfectly 90 degrees, I'm just trimming off a little bit of the edge. Securing it with a couple screws through the keel brackets. Yeah, back up in the V-Berth, cutting out part of the old bunk, and I'm going to template this and replace it with a new piece of plywood. I'm also going to put another bunk support in this, which I did off camera. You'll see it in the next video. So this is just cleaning this up for next time. Thanks. Arigato. Hopefully I said that right.